I wanted to give you the real scoop of 6 days out, where I'm at. About to head to the gym, and I am going to work, I think I'm doing chest and maybe a little bit of arms today. I'm gonna hit up 20 minutes of fasted cardio and then cardio later, which it's gonna be hot outside today in Syracuse, but I kinda wanna go outside and do it outside. I absolutely love running outdoors. Supplements for what I'm taking right now going into peak week aren't really changing too much. I am taking my RD Fitburn. This is something that you can take during peak week. You don't have to cycle off of it. I know a lot of people have asked, will I be cycling off of certain supplements? I may cycle off this after, my thought is after the reverse, like with reverse dieting after this, after I'm not so like deep in the reverse, because macros don't change a ton after the show. But like when things get a little bit higher, I will probably cut this out only because I wanna, you know, probably try, I usually try to take a little caffeine break, which is really scary for me because I never do that, but I've done it a couple times, and even just giving your body like, and I'm talking like everything, like no green tea, like nothing, no caffeine sources at all. So that's always like my plan post-show, but I won't do it until the reverse is in a good place, because caffeine and things like this obviously help with your appetite. So I'm taking one of these guys this morning. And then for branch chains, I think I'm gonna take branch chains. Branch chains I do not cycle off. I get asked a lot how much to take per day. I like in my normal life, I like 2 scoops a day. Is it necessary? Probably not. Like, it's really probably not, and branch chains can be very expensive. But right now, as a difference during peak week, we limit it to 1 scoop a day just due to the artificial sweeteners and things like that. So I am gonna have 1 scoop during my training because I'm fasted right now, so it's really important for me with preserving my lean muscle mass and recovery-wise as well to take the intra-workout. So I'm gonna do 1 scoop of the mixed berry and hoping I have greens left. Unless Jason used them all. Nope. And I'm also gonna do my greens plus multi. Obviously right now in a strict caloric restriction, you're not gonna be able to get in all the nutrition that you require. It's just not possible when you're on a caloric restriction of any kind, prep or not. So I always recommend something to help fill that void. It's a supplement, right? Helps supplement what you're not getting in your diet. So this is my favorite product for that, the greens plus multi, and I take this all during prep, including peak week. Nothing changes there. That's my morning stack. I'm gonna head to the gym, work some chest, get in cardio, see you in a bit. Look at the sunshine out here. Oh, it feels so good, and there's a breeze. I love it. So I'm gonna do some of my cardio outside today because it's too nice not to capitalize. But right now we're gonna go into the powerhouse and We're gonna go into the powerhouse and hit some chest and arms. Capitalize on being lean. So while I'm posing, I'm gonna take Jason's gonna get a few pictures of me for the Tiger Fitness Instagram.
I'm filming, you filming.
We're a vlog within a vlog. Vlog inception right here.
It's like a vlog.
I love powerhouse
live
lighting.
video.
It's so good out here.
Look
It's
at
just one of the things I'm doing is practicing posing. I'm having Jason do footage that you're obviously seeing at a judge's perspective, which is super important because your symmetry looks different based on the angles. So make sure you're looking at yourself from different angles at the judge's perspective, not just directly in front of you, on each side of you, and assess how you look in your different poses. So that's what I'm gonna do now. And I'm also gonna see how I look with 2 different styles of shoes on to see if one makes my legs look longer than the other, because hashtag stubby leg girl problems. morning. I was shaky, but it's good because that pretty much mimics what it's like on show day. So now I've got to do my HIIT cardio, which is 20 minutes. I'm gonna hit up the Stairmaster, and I'm really hungry right now, you guys, but I'm just thinking about getting better with each and every workout. So I'm gonna hit this cardio, make it good, and then get home and get a good meal in me. So we'll see you there. Leather seats and little shorts are not a good combo. For the record, black leather seats, not a good thing. But I just finished up my cardio, went really good. Just my 20 minutes, I'm gonna hit the rest of my cardio later. And something I just wanted to say real quick was that I kind of woke up like super tired feeling, and you guys are gonna see a talk that I filmed first thing this morning. And I kind of woke up in a little bit of a, not a mood, but I just needed to kind of, I think, talk it out, like what I was feeling, what I was thinking, like stepping on the scale, nothing changed from yesterday, and like your scale weight isn't going to change every day, and it's not that big of a deal, but I think it mentally put me in like a weird space. But I talked it out to you guys. You're going to see that talk, like I said, later. And you know, Jason was just really encouraging today, and his support is so helpful. And you know, I just gotten some good lighting today and felt good, and just in a really good mood. This is the place I need to stay in to coast into the show. But I just wanted to share that you can turn your day around. You can wake up feeling like shitty, and I didn't really wake up shitty, but I just didn't feel like, I don't know, like something wasn't feeling like right, you know? You can turn it around, you guys. It's not always a black and white way to turn it around, but find little things to help turn it around, whether it's someone giving you a compliment or standing in better lighting or just telling yourself, you know what, I got this shit, and moving on with it. So, and that applies to anything in life, because the body follows where the mind goes, and it's true. So let's keep that mind right, let's keep it tight, let's keep it positive and moving forward. So just wanted to share that. I look like after I work out. So I'm still scumming it up since the gym. I've just been getting emails done, eating.
Jason Clory Vlogs, like, comment, subscribe.
Relaxing. Jason just posted a separate posing video with some of today's footage in it. So if you guys just like want to watch the posing or put that in your watch for later, if you're a competitor and want to like, you know, come back to it, you can have it there. Thought I'd show you my next meal, even though you've seen it before, but you guys said you want to see my meals during prep. It's gonna be basic. Number one tip I can give you, whether you're in prep going into peak week or you're someone who feels like you're not seeing changes and you just want to like tighten things up a bit more and get it real tight. Okay, right? So just switching over to like more whole basic foods, things that you know don't produce gas, as in last week's vlogs. This week I do care, and I don't want to eat anything that bloats me, and I'm highly aware of what bloats me. So yeah, don't do that. Don't do that if you don't want to feel bloated. You just want to feel a little bit tighter in your abs and your midsection. You know, sticking with whole foods, making sure, for me personally, I like to keep sodium intake consistent. I don't necessarily cut out all the condiments, or, you know, I think things look better when you don't make drastic changes with sodium and things like that. But everyone's body's different, so anyways, for me, keeping it very basic this week with like a very lean protein, which is what I normally consume. 99 lean turkey burger, asparagus, that's a vegetable that does not bloat me, thankfully, and natural diuretic. So that's why you see so many competitors eating asparagus the week of a prep. And over here too, I Tupperwared it because I've got just cucumbers cut up in there with some apple cider vinegar and a little bit of water just to dilute it, and a little bit of Splenda to add that like sweetness, refreshing factor. And then you shake it like this, okay? And then condiments, I'm gonna do a combo of the honey mustard on top of the asparagus, along with the stone ground mustard on the asparagus and the turkey burger.
Do they want to know my number one tip for you?
What's your number one tip for me? They probably do. What is it?
The mushroom tip.
Oh, and that's life with the Coreys. We crack ourselves up. This has nothing to do with prep, but Jason thought I should share with you guys a cute little story about my man Bruce Wayne down here. He is just the sweetest little guy, and I know I say it in every single video, but example is, last night I took him outside, and the sliding glass door, when I opened it, there was like a longer gross ant crawling, like a carpenter's ant or something. And so I thought for sure he was gonna eat it because he saw it and was like interested. So I let him outside, and he gets out there and sees the ant, and his little sausage tail, you guys see that little tail right there, just started like doing this, like super fast, wagging away as he like just stared at the ant like he wanted to play with it and be best friends with it. So you know your dog is a gentle giant when he just like wants to be friends with ants. I mean, seriously. Most dogs would have chewed on it, right? But this guy just wanted to be friends with it. He's like, why won't he be friends with me? He ran away and it made me sad. What's up, guys? It's Sunday, and that means we are 6 days out from my next competition. For those that have been following me, you know this is my second peak week this month, my second competition this month. And I wanted to just like start out the video and do just like a little bit of real talk for where I'm at. I hesitate to do this sometimes because I don't want to seem like I'm complaining or anything like that, but you guys, I guess, deserve to know where my head's really at. I chose to do this competition, obviously, for me, the main reason was to work on my posing and my stage confidence, because the only feedback I had received from a couple of people was that I looked great, bikini body was good and all that stuff, but I didn't like go out there and on the stage and really kind of stand out, and that like bothered me because I feel like that's something you can very easily change. And I feel like I was really in my own head before the competition like everything just happened really quick, and that's the reality of shows. Like, I know that as someone who's seasoned and has done this multiple times, but there was just like a lot of people backstage, and you know, I had my coach back there with me, I had Jason with me, I had people that I was kind of familiar with from the area in my little group, and I don't know, I just felt like there's a lot of distractions, and like the best approach for me walking on stage is truly like kind of shutting down and not talking to anyone, and if ideally putting in some headphones and like listening to some music that gets me pumped up and practicing my posing and really like envisioning it, you know. And I didn't feel like I was able to do that this last show, so that's really my goal for this show, is just going out there and doing that, staying in my zone, feeling confident, feeling better about my posing, just feeling better about me, because like I felt really great about me before, but I feel like there was a missed opportunity in those first couple of minutes, that like first impression, that I didn't get to show the judges that I was ecstatic and deserved to be out there. You know what I mean? So it can be that quick where that impression can be kind of lost, and then you just blend into the group. Now, not saying I blended in, I'm super stoked with top 5. Always like to place higher, obviously, even though placing is not like the end-all be-all goal. But for those of us in competition world, we're competitive and we want to do good and things like that. So going into this show, that is my main goal, is just stepping on stage and, you know, owning it and feeling great about how I look, which I do. So with that said, the other thing that's like, oh, in my mind is like, and has been in my mind, if I can look better than the show I just did, then that's definitely goals. How much can I change in 2 weeks? And I say 2 weeks because I spent a week reversing with a totally untracked meal in there and 2 refeeds. But can I improve my physique from the June 3rd show? I'm not sure I'm confident in that. I'm not sure if I will look any different than the other show. And I think that's just being realistic, like how much can you change? I'm not someone that's gonna like starve myself or like kill myself. I mean, I work really hard, you guys, but then there's also reality out there where I'm not gonna just like eat 500 calories a day to go on stage and feel like death and want to die. I personally don't believe in that approach for bikini prep. I don't think it yields an attractive looking physique either. I got my stage photos back this past week, and there were some things I was really, really happy about, and then some things that bothered me. So I was really happy with the fact that I can tell I've put on some nice muscle. I feel like my delts, that's like a slower growing area, but I feel like my delts, I have put on a little bit more shape. And I do feel like my glute hamstring tie-in has changed quite a bit in a year. And that's something I focused a lot of my efforts on. So I was really happy to see that in the pictures. I wasn't as happy though to see that while I thought I brought like my best package to stage, I'm not necessarily sure that I did, just being honest with you. I feel like I looked so pretty and beautiful that day, and I felt it, like my makeup and my hair and the suit was like banging. But when I look at my look on stage from some of the stage pictures, I don't know if it's like angles or what, but I just didn't feel like the front of, like in some angles, and that sounds like these are things you have to look at as a competitor moving forward, you know? So, you know, I feel like the front of my legs didn't look as tight as they are. And that's just like a normal area for me that's really hard to pull together for show day. I have a lot of muscle in my legs. It's also where I carry a bit more fat. So to lean them out and have them look nice and symmetrical with my body on stage day is always a fine science, especially during peak week, of how much carbs we add in or don't add in, because that tends to be on my body the first spot that fills back out and I hold weight in. So it's a very fine like line for me. Sorry, I'm fidgety. Anyways, my point is, overall, when I looked at those pictures, I don't necessarily feel like it was my tightest package yet. I think I definitely looked tighter in Rochester last year, which was 2 back-to-back peak weeks. It was the untracked meal that night, and then it was boom, right back into peak week. And I was also doing a set meal plan at that time. I don't think there's huge differences, though, to be honest with you. Weight-wise, I was pretty much the same going into both shows at about like 102 to 103 pounds. So yeah, I don't know. I kind of had mixed feelings from seeing the stage photos, and you know, because you always want to bring a better package, but I'm trying to be realistic with myself that was not the purpose of me doing this next show, was to like drastically improve my package, because I'm really happy with what I've achieved with my physique. Doesn't mean I'm satisfied. I still have future goals for improvements in like muscle gains and changes I want to make, but I think those goals are more suited for like a show in another time, you know, like in the fall or maybe a year from now, so I have enough time to work and focus. So I bring this up just because like these are the emotions, these are the thoughts kind of going through my head this week, and I just kind of keep trying to bring it back to the point of me doing this show, okay? Because I get so in my head, as you guys know, I'm my worst critic. I'm so hard on myself. Anyone that knows me and is close to me, and probably you guys, because I feel like you guys are pretty close to me and I share a lot of my intimate thoughts with you that I normally wouldn't share with everyone. You know, I'm so drastically hard on myself that it's my enemy, that I'm so tough on myself. So with those thoughts of like, well, you know, you're not going to look any better this show, or what if you don't even get a call out? What if you place worse? Oh my God. And it's like, I'm just reminding myself that that's not why I'm doing this show. It's fine. I'm doing this show to get back out there one more time and have fun, have more fun. I had fun the last show, but I definitely had a missed opportunity there. So I want to redeem myself and capitalize on that. And, you know, we're going to do a couple things different. I am toying with like a different suit color. I'm toying with maybe just, this is yesterday's hair, but if you watched yesterday's video, I kind of always do like a loose tousle-y look in my hair. I'm toying with maybe doing that on stage just to kind of play, like use this show as an opportunity to play around with a different look and a couple different tweaks. So yeah, I mean, with that said, like 6 days out, I'm pretty much on track, like in terms of how I look, my weight, everything's pretty much right where it needs to be, you guys. Posing, I've been practicing. I just, like this morning, for instance, threw on my suit. I practiced in the mirror, like just for like 5 minutes, just to see how things look first thing in the morning before I go to the gym and start drinking. And then I'll practice again later and I can show you guys some of that footage. So that's more my focus, is my confidence, staying relaxed, having fun, and going out there and just displaying how hard I've been working these past like 4 months. So I don't know, that was a really long talk. Maybe I shouldn't have talked so long, but that's where I'm at, guys. So I wanted to give you the real scoop of 6 days out, where I'm at. Goal is to stay as least stressed as possible. I do have to work all week. I'm thinking about trying to take a day off just to have a day to Netflix and chill. So we'll see if my schedule allows that. But if not, the goal is just to stay relaxed and, you know, keep you updated on prep, but at the same rate. Like yesterday's vlog, for instance, I didn't talk a ton about prep just because I'm trying to just like enjoy my days too, and not be like sitting there all day long obsessing about the stage or my body or what the next meal is and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know if that makes sense, but that's where I'm at. I hope this helped, and I hope you guys enjoy the vlog.